Oh shit, I'm recording. Sorry for being so zoned out, guys, but I'm still processing what has happened to me over the last few days. If you didn't already know, I went to Gamescom so that I could play Monster Hunter Wilds, and good lord. Full transparency, I'm not actually going to be talking about the game. No sir, that's gonna have its own dedicated video. Today I want to talk about the experience that was going to Gamescom and experiencing the whole event as a Monster Hunter fan. Spoiler alert, it was incredible. It has been nothing short of a decade since I last went to Gamescom. No joke, the one and only time I ever went was in 2014. Here's a photo, no cap. I wasn't really planning on going to Gamescom, but ever since I became a creator here, I kind of figured out that, you know, I couldn't really pass on the opportunity of getting my hands on the Monster Hunter Wilds demo. So I decided to go, but I was going by myself, and I was kind of not even expecting to play the game because so many people wanted to go. And I'm not complaining, man. I'm glad Monster Hunter is this popular. I hope people actually buy the game when it comes out. Anyway, yeah, so my expectations were pretty low because I was expecting to spend a bunch of money to go there, to not even play the game, and to be by myself. So I wanted to bring like 4 little points to highlight my experience at Gamescom with Monster Hunter Wilds. Number 1. The Capcom booth itself. Obviously, I am biased, but this was easily the best booth in the venue. Capcom not only had a gigantic, awesome-looking booth for Monster Hunter Wilds that resembled the Windward Plains, they even had this like really cool sacred statue that everyone was taking pictures with. I mean, god, I really wanted to steal this. But they also had a bunch of other games there that you could play. They had Kunitsugami, Ace Attorney, Street Fighter 6. I even got my hands on Kunitsugami, and I'm not gonna lie, that game is way more fun than it looks. I don't have too much to say other than the fact that the booth looked amazing. It was spacious. There was room for you to stand and sit down if you wanted. And yes, the queues were like ridiculously long. Again, a lot of people were turning up to Gamescom just to play Monster Hunter, just like myself. But even then, the team that was sorting this stuff out was super considerate. They had 2 stands handing out free drinks for people in the queue. And honestly, that was a lifesaver because in the midst of all that fucking German heat, a cold drink went a long way. But anyway, that's enough about a physical space. Let's start talking about people. First, I want to talk about the devs, who were nothing short of amazing. They were so nice, and they were so excited to see how many people were turning up. I got a photo with Ryozo-san, but I didn't get one with Takuda-san or Fujioka-san, which makes me a little sad, but it is what it is. Ryozo-san was so nice. He complimented the helmet that I was wearing, and he really pulled me in for like a tight hug for the photo. He was just so lovely. We exchanged a few nice words with each other. Obviously, his English is somewhat limited. Nowhere near as limited as my Japanese, I'll tell you that. But nonetheless, it was so wholesome, and it was so inspirational to talk to the guy that makes the game that I make videos for. And let me just tell you this, the devs really put so much care into what they make, and I really started seeing this in person when I went to Gamescom. For example, whenever they weren't busy with business stuff or they were doing the dev live streams, they were walking around the booth trying to see how many people were playing the Monster Hunter Wilds demo, and they just looked so happy and engaged. And I think it was Rurikon that told me this, but Tokura-san in particular was super excited to see how many people were in the queues. It's super rare to find a dev team like this. In fact, I don't think there's anyone that can match this kind of energy that they're putting out. Monster Hunter moves forward because the development team behind it really cares about the players. And it shows, like these guys show it through their actions. They don't have to be out on the floor talking to people constantly. It must be exhausting. I'm sure people like creators and other staff members that interacted them with way more can just fortify the point that I'm about to say. They're just wonderful people. But my praise for the Monster Hunter team isn't limited only to the devs. I actually have a great deal of nice words to say about the actual team behind the game. Some of you guys might have seen this, but I actually met Jono as well. And let me tell you, he is as cool as he is tall. And he is very fucking tall. Like seriously, man, did you have to crouch in the picture that we took together? That's just disrespectful. The Monster Hunter staff team not only plays the game and is passionate about it, but they really care about the players as well. They were constantly asking me all these questions about not only Monster Hunter, but like other preferences in gaming and stuff. But yeah, the staff team was absolutely incredible, and the effort that they were putting into the event definitely is reflected by the actions of the devs as well. Regarding the creator side of things, I'm sure you guys know that there were a ton of people there. And I wish I would have been able to meet all of them, but sadly I arrived later in the week when everyone had already gone home. However, I still got the chance to meet and talk with Rurikon and also the Arix boys, so Paradise Central and 269, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was like a dream come true. I don't actually idolize anyone in my life, especially creators, but getting to meet the guys that worked on the videos that brought me to Monster Hunter was just something different. Because you always think that when you meet people like this, you know, they're not gonna be perhaps as interesting as they are on the videos or perhaps as engaging. Nope, totally the opposite. They were even more so. We're talking about all sorts of stuff, not just Monster Hunter, but you know, just things in general, just a bunch of dudes bonding. That did not sound good. Also, let me just say this now. Despite the fact that I do consider myself a creator, I am not omnipotent. I know my place in the Monster Hunter creator community very well. I am simply a beginner, and getting to spend time with fellow creators that both have more time or perhaps less time than me on YouTube is equally valuable. I know a lot of people are just gonna misinterpret it and call me a cloud chaser because, you know, I'm trying to make friends with bigger creators. Honestly, I'm not gonna let that get to me. I don't think numbers really matters when I'm making friends with creators. I think, in fact, remove the creator part. I'm just making friends, end of. If you want to misinterpret it and call me some sort of cloud chaser who's only here for the numbers, then by all means go ahead. I don't gotta prove jack shit to you. But perhaps the most positively surprising thing that happened was the fact that I was recognized by you. Just to clarify, I already knew that there were a couple of people from my community going. One of my mods, Mick, he's a great guy. He told me that he was going with a couple of the long-term viewers here on the channel. And I was super excited to meet them because, like, these are literally the people that watch my channel and enable me to keep making content, right? It's you. A few of you people came up to me and recognized who I was because of the helmet that I was lugging around. One of you even asked for a signature. I know! This awesome guy called Lou actually recognized me and asked me to sign something for him, and I am so fucking happy that you turned up, man. Also, I'm really sorry, but Lou also had a friend who was very excited to talk to me, but he was this really tall guy and I forgot his name. Not in a million years did I expect to entertain so many of you and to be recognized by someone, and I still can't get over the fact that I signed something. And I just want to say that even if you weren't there, the fact that you watch my videos and that you engage with me means the absolute world to me. If it wasn't for you, none of this would be possible. So I'd like to take this opportunity to give you my sincerest thank you for your continuous support. I hope that I can keep doing this for as long as I can, but that's enough for now. I will work on a video talking about the game itself. I just wanted to talk about the experience because it just made me so happy, and I hope that you guys get to experience some of this happiness as well. That's all for me today. Stay safe, and until we meet again.